they're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from New Era Field. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And Singletary has it stripped, and the Panthers have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Newton on 3rd down. He gets it to Thomas. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. The former Gamecock here, this is Mike Davis. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Newton now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouths here? And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now Allen.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Alert. Check. Right there, 54, right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man here is Foster. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Allen again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Throwing is Newton. He's going to loft one deep. And got his man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Allen throwing complete to Brown, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and he finds Beasley complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Allen now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Allen throwing complete to Foster. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Dontari Poe breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And Beasley with it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now he'll tuck it and run. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 2nd down. Allen going to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air, Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Allen to throw once more. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can.
And he's going to go to throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded about a yard deep.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run with McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd and 7, Allen, he finds his target, John Brown. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Step, Allen hit. He lost the football.
A On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing now is Allen. Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Allen. And John Brown's got it, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Allen. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen's throw into the hands of Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Got a man, it's Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Allen, and able to find John Brown. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Allen's throw is complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Allen. And that one incomplete as it breaks a string of 8 straight pass completions. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and like I said, they were moving the football. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 36, Newton, and that'll be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
You don't know no better. More, go.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terry Poe picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. He gets it to Brown, complete. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Brown 80.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Allen going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.